Alrighty, in this video here, we are going to solve an equation that has logarithms in it. And you can see over here on the right-hand side, just as a recap for you guys, I did go ahead and put all of the logarithm equations that we know, and we will be using a couple of those to help us solve this equation. So, first of all, we want to on the left-hand side, since our logarithms both have the same base, which is 6, we're going to go ahead and try to combine it all into a single logarithm, because if we have a single logarithm equals something on the right-hand side, then we can convert this into an exponential equation. So, what we're going to do with this first term, because it has a 2 in front of it and we can't combine that with the right term if that's true, we're going to use this third equation right here in order to bring that 2 up as a squared. So log base 6 of x minus 5 squared plus log base 6 of 4 equals 2. Now that I don't have any coefficients in front of my logarithm, now I can actually use this first equation, this first logarithmic equation, to write these logarithms as a product because I have a plus sign in between. So simplifying again, we'll get log base 6 of x minus 5 squared times a 4. And I'll just write that out in front. And all of that's going to be equal to 2. Now, of course, I have a logarithm is equal to something on the right-hand side. So I'm going to go ahead and take the base of the logarithm. That's going to be the base of the exponent. The right-hand side will be the squared. And then that's going to be equal to 4 times x minus 5 squared. If that wasn't immediately obvious to you, go ahead and check back in your logarithm section and you'll get a quick reminder of how to change a logarithm into an exponential equation instead. Okay, so now just continuing to simplify a little bit, 6 squared is 36. And we can divide by a 4 on both sides. So now we've got, going up over here, x minus 5 squared is equal to 9. Now I could expand this all out, subtract the 9, and then refactor, but it would be a little bit easier to just go ahead and take the square root of both sides right now. So we get x minus 5 equals, of course, plus or minus 3. Be careful here, not to forget the negative. And then if I add 5 on both sides, well, 5 plus a negative 3 is going to be a 2. And 5 plus a positive 3 is going to be an 8. So we have 2 solutions. But again, we have to be a little bit careful here because when we have a logarithmic equation and solve, we could possibly get an extraneous solution. So just plug back into the original. In this case, if I plug in 2 to the original, I get log of 2 minus 5. That's a log of a negative number. And you guys should recall that you can't take a log of a negative number. A log of 0 and anything lower than that does not exist. So 2 should not be included as one of our solutions. We will not, however, have the same problem if we plug in 8. We will get positive logarithms on both sides. And indeed, if you guys check it, x equals 8 will satisfy the equation. So x equals 8 will be our one and only answer.